I mean, and here we were a few days ago saying that, PRX, they can't play normal comps. It's the reason that they're limited. Look at this. We're in a position where we're on ICEBOX, the enemy team's map pick. We have a comp that PRX have playing that I have seen before. They have actually not gone outside the box to Timbuktu, picked 5 agents they thought looked cool, and then played it. They're actually playing something normal. I mean, I could not be happier with this result, man. Forsaken's on a roll that you can call on. Jing still on a fragging roll, something on his main of Jet. Mind Freak, obviously, still in controller jail, and then Devi, is still a pretty good top flex player in terms of being vocal. So he's in a position where he can succeed as well. So getting into the map of ICEBOX here, EDG are coming at it with a double initiator approach in terms of KO and Sova. The main thing that you're going to see with this comp is more aggressive A pokes. If anybody remembers NRG playing, I think they're the team who latest played this, that at least I can remember. I'm sure people still play KO and Gecko and stuff like that on this map, but they were doing a lot of limit testing with flashing up here and having Victor use his dash early. And then, your B take's going to look something like a Jet dashing into a smoke there with a flash. You can kind of go for plays in mid, dashing top tube with a flash. So looking for places where you can kind of catch defenders out in the open, where they would kind of be safe in like a normal comp that doesn't have that fast extension potential. On defense, shutting down things with your knife is going to be a big focus. So throwing your knife kind of near the belt here, trying to ping these lower players, being in kitchen, throwing your knife B main, breaking the drone, rotating over, using a pop flash for the Viper if he's playing yellow that he can peek with. The same exact thing, kind of like working mid here, right? You use your knife on A, you come into mid, you can make a flash play around the orb being up, you could flash someone through it, you could flash into the tube. You have a lot of options there as the KO. The main thing that you need is proactivity. And, we're going to get into this map here and kind of see what goes wrong for EDG here at least. And then after that, how does PRX somehow, someway throw this game where they're going to beat EDG on their own map pick of ICEBOX. They're going to slip and fall on Sunset, and then they're going to shit their pants on Lotus. So a lot of footage to review here, and we're going to jump in it right now. 5-person walk up here. What's interesting is that they don't fear the knife. That they aren't actually scared of the knife pinging. I think being that they didn't make any noise, they might think that they wouldn't prompt it. Something with contact, everybody's passed the one way, and the speed up's going to come through here. As we can see here, there's not a normal wall being thrown, right? So this is a big extension wall that's being thrown, and it wasn't something that was thrown at the start of the round. So being that they didn't see a B wall, I don't think it necessarily made, the decision of, since there wasn't a B wall, that we have to play 3A. But at the end of the day, it's a possibility that if that B wall is not placed, usually teams will kind of hold on to it because, they're going A. So great approach here from PRX so far. They're going to get the bomb down with the extension. Something pretty much perfect timing there in terms of the flash from Simon. Not really intentionally dodging it, but literally 1 second off there in terms of that flash hitting. Here's the great discipline of PRX, just, peeking things for fun. Now, they're a little more tight here, trying to push nobody together, even though the bomb's being down. Something, 1 HP, he's going to peek first and get Smoggy off the bomb. Smoggy, really underrated player. Not a lot of respect is given to this guy. He is able to convert that clutch, and PRX is on the board. EDG are here on the bonus now, okay? Full investment, nobody getting closer to that ult. He's 2 off here. They're going to be in a position with this 3A setup is actually going to catch something. They are going to be able to get the first blood on here as nobody's looking to angle out to see if anybody has dodged that dart, and he's getting in a position where he can hold. Somebody's going to walk into the crosshair and die. 5v4 with the Sova ult online. EDG, let's see your discipline, and let's see how you can actually apply yourself in this context. Perfect timing on the suppression here. Going to turn off the drone and reveal that there is only 1 person towards B. So what's going to happen with that is Chichu is now going to try to look under the tube with the orb being down and try to hold the cross to figure out where they're going in the timing of that event. So sitting, jiggling, waiting. Sova drone's going to confirm that no one's close. Kong in a forward position here. They see Mind Freak. He's going to pull out of this position, weirdly enough. Might have been a thing where he kind of overcooked there and started to think that, maybe because we drone they would clear it or expect the push. But they're going to back up there, which is fine. Man advantage, they have no reason not to. Chichu's in a position again, trying to spot this cross. He sees a double swing here. I don't know what he says or if he says anything at all, but for some reason, that influences this play coming out here from EDG. So a dart is missed that was supposed to go up here to where they could angle out lower, and they're going to do it anyway as 2. Okay, notice Simon's inventory here. What's that? What do those do? Those are actually flash drives, and if you throw it in a position where it pops on someone's screen, they can't see anything. So when you're doing things like peeking, it's a really good option to be able to layer that in there. So here we go, just what on earth are you doing? Why are you doing that? You have Sovault. Have you played a match before? I mean, holy shit. 2v3 now. Shock and the trade comes through. Divide, no discipline. Trying to brute force a player. Might have known the damage there. 2v1 now. Jing Forsaken, dynamic duo, up down holding. Not a chance. Bonus secured. And now we're going to be in a spot where EDG just throw that round. They just don't even care. Sova ults online. There's going to be a death ball anti-eco coming out B from PRX, and just sit and watch what happens. I mean, please help me understand how this makes sense to anybody, because I just don't get it. Something slowly working the outlaw up here. This is a great buy when you know the enemy is going to be on light armor. Okay, Forsaken trying to feign some pressure towards A to keep them there to make sure the rotation isn't too crazy. Might be a tendency that he has because they all instantaneously leave. Something angling out, wall goes up, I don't know why, right? If we're going to use the outlaw, I'd love to see it leveraged. I'd love to see something get out on this danger angle and sit and hold deep lines, either holding under the tube or this back sight here, and have everybody come up and use a molly back sight, right? Scale up with your guns and take these fights. If we don't want to do that and we do just want to get the bomb down, the wall that I would like to see is one thrown in line with the Viper wall here, where we create space for ourselves. If we're going to do a standard plant wall here, number 1, they have a soul vault, number 2, they might have anti-plant utility, and number 3, with a combination of one of those two things, if our wall breaks, you know, we're in trouble now. So for whatever reason, okay, we have a second Killjoy turret here. He had the opportunity to cross. He had the opportunity to go back with his team, but for whatever reason, he's going to crawl up into the ship there, and he's just going to sit and he's going to wait. Bomb isn't even planted. It's getting contested. Soul Vault's coming through. I mean, what is this setup? Why do we have a turret on the flank? Why is Devi on the wall as Killjoy placing an alarm bot and then peeking into the Soul Vault? Why are 2 people sitting back yellow? Can anyone explain this? Or is Alex just going to pop up on the screen, slam his desk, and PRX are going to gain 17,000 more fans? Like, what is this, dude? Are you serious? Tournament life on the line? Group stage decider? Either win and keep the roster or lose and blow it up. Forsaken, out-disciplined by EDG with a double swing. 2v5 now. Outlaw online. Looking for a kill here. Maybe if you get one, you can pop your knives. But at the end of the day, this one's, you know, borderline impossible. Mind Freak, unable to convert a kill here. 1v5, something, going for it. No good. Flawless eco round there coming in from EDG after they throw their own bonus. PRX, specifically Something, and Forsaken are fragging right now. Momentum's in their way by a long shot. They have their own Hunter's Fury online. They're going to try to make a play with it. What do you need to consider when you're up against a KO on this map? When you have some sort of ult or really good utility? That suppression. That knife, that KO ult, it will turn you off. It will stop you from using your ability. So in a 2-1-2 spread here, okay, PRX are going to be able to shove this A site here, and they're going to be able to find out a lot of information on this. So here we are. Sova Dart is going to be used. We know Sova's over here. Okay, good. Sitting, holding, waiting. Simon's going to use his knife, trying to turn off the drone. Okay, so we know the KO's here. Okay, Forsaken's going to get a tag, and then he's going to do the unthinkable and ult. How would this ever work? How would this ever make sense? KO just knifed A. This is an ascent where you look up and, you know, you can see the gates of Valhalla and there's no ceilings anywhere. Okay, you guys are literally inside of a factory right now. This is what this map is. There's a roof above you, okay? So there's no lineup knife landing on you. There's no late landing utility from the other side of the map. What are you doing? Okay, Hunter's Fury does damage but turned off. So I was thinking initially, okay, maybe this is just like a strat. If we can get the KO to pop his ult and reveal himself, we can kind of like chase him down and push him. No, it's not that at all. We have 5 people here sitting confused, Jing cowering up here with the bomb, just like, guys, don't leave. I need help getting out. No one helps him getting out. He just luckily gets away. And now they're just going to go death ball B. Sure, let's run it. Let's run into mid, let's break the turret, and then let's go death ball B. EDG in a position, sitting, waiting. Smoggy has a line here at B. He's playing in front of the Viper wall. Slow clear coming out here. Or popped on A, timing, trying to keep them over there. PRX doing their best to bait it. Smoggy shit on, falling asleep there. Turret, wall plant. Would you believe that he missed it? Would you believe that in an elimination match he missed his wall to plant? In a pressureless situation, you have 40 seconds. The Viper is dead, so you don't need to do some crazy timing of a wall, right, to get it down. Just literally take half a second, line it up, and place it, okay? Okay, just take a second. So they have to break it themselves. Now they have to angle out. Hunter's Fury is going to come through here. Might have been Kong calling for this since he knows that they messed up the wall. He's now going to take a peek here when they get close, and he's going to be good for 2. Now there's 30 seconds left. Reveal and reposition. Trying to get the bomb down Jing. Dash in the open. Unbelievable play there. Had to be a misclick. 3v3 now. 15 seconds. Nobody drops. No good. Chichu holding the cross there. Devi in the bomb site with Jing. Rez online. No way to use it. They keep him pinned down when they know he's bottom site. Devi trying to angle out here. Half HP. Unable to convert. I mean, I have no idea what I'm watching. I can't even offer insight. So here on the map of Sunset, PRX's map pick, they get this upset curb stomp 13-3 win on ICEBOX. EDG is down and out. I mean, I can't imagine, how hard that must feel at this stage. Championship, potential elimination on the line. You get blown out on your map pick, and now you go to, in my opinion, PRX's best map, if not one of their like top 2 or 3 in Sunset. They run this Sage Gecko combo with no actual hard info sentinel, and what it does is it offers that idea where you can drop a wall, and then you can put Wingman on, and he can just defuse the bomb, right? So it counters the kind of the approach that a lot of teams will do in terms of going B, planting the bomb and running away, and then in terms of defending, it also offers like different ways to control pace where you have slows and the wall itself where you can kind of control what people are pathing. Winning the pistol round and putting themselves in a really good position where they can win the bonus. I mean, I like the spots that they're kind of in and the plays that they can make here. They have a Vandal online, they have a full utility investment, and no one really here has like a pistol, right? No one here is like super limited at the end of the day. Everybody kind of has a weapon that they can make a play with. So Forsaken's in a position to do so. Slowly holding, accidentally shoots, and he's going to make a play that I would yell at someone in a ranked game for doing, where he reveals his position and then he's going to sit here and hold like he didn't. Don't know where the return on this could possibly be. Don't know how this can work well for you, but he's just going to sit here and die, so that's not good. Speed Up's going to get ready to come in here from EDG. They've been smoked and they're taking their time. They want to make sure that they're not fully contained. Devi now ready to potentially like make a play on this and try to upgrade his gun here. Sitting, waiting. Nice patience from EDG here. Not really creating too much indecision from PRX, but at the end of the day, just making sure they're doing what they want to do on their terms. Some laziness here now. Not going to clear this corner, weirdly enough. Smokes didn't even land in time when they're getting in. Jing in a position where he's going to get flushed out and killed. So, to trigger a spin play like this, okay, you need to understand target priority, okay? When someone is planting the bomb, they are the last priority because they are a defenseless target. Yes, you can instantly take out your gun in this game when you're planting the bomb. I do think that needs to be changed, but at the end of the day, you want to kill players who are in positions to kill you that are like ready to fight, right? So looking for a player standing still in an insta-kill, killing the next player being like the person who can make the trade, and then the third or the final player in this scenario, you want to be the planner who probably is going to be a little like dazed and confused. Maybe this guy doesn't say where he died from instantly, and then this guy then starts freaking out saying something like flank, and then you're in a position where you might have the upper hand on him because he doesn't have his gun out. So Mindfreak a little nervous here, it seems like, trying to get like a lineup of some sorts or making a decision. He's going to instantly shoot it to KO, and then he's going to miss. So this just seems like a little bit of a forfeit from me. Instantly shooting at the planner. Gotta have the discipline to not do that. He's still going to end up cleaning up 2 here. The bomb's going to go down. 2v3 now. Devi able to make a play with the wall. No one holding for him to walk out. Something with a blind. It misses. Devi not picking with the intent to kill at all. 1v3 for something. Position revealed. Utility cycled. EDG getting on the same page here. Any damage is good. At the end of the day, this was a bonus for PRX, so it's not the end of the world if they lose it by any means, but I really think that this round was more than winnable with the info they had and the positions they were in. Very confusing approach watching a team like Leviathan defend this map and now a team like EDG, or excuse me, PRX. Leviathan will consistently float 2 to 3 players in the top mid, and they will sit and they will wait for you to go into a bomb site, and they will kind of like flood and retake. So Divide's in a position where he still has a slow, and he's not playing near a choke point. He hasn't used his wall to kind of close anything off. I'm fine with the wall part. He's probably saving it for the diffuse protocol that they have here. Jing is in a position where he has a rocket. I'd love to see him potentially make a play or be in a spot where he can do so when the clock is getting low like this and there is no KO online yet. I'd want to cycle my rocket before that ends up happening. I don't really understand Forsaken's positioning out of everybody here. He's sitting here holding a stun for something, but this isn't something that he can like capitalize off of. Does that make sense? If something sees someone and a stun is used, I would say that it would actually lessen his chances of getting any kills because he's going to be put in a position where the enemy is slowly going to back up down main. Now, if we're talking about something being in a spot like this right side of top mid, where if something gets contact on a pixel angle and he has to reposition, now we're talking about setting a fault line like this or setting a fault line like that, where something can actually make a play in the bomb site with the kit that he has and the rifle that he does. So kind of not decided on what they want to do here and how they want to do it. Flash is going to come through. Jing's full blind. Ends up shitting himself and ripping it. So now confused. Not really know what's going on. Trying to hold here. Devi holding above the smoke. Mind Freak for one. Doesn't drop. Spam coming through. Devi with another whiff. Trades are all going the way of EDG. Even got value in the lurk. Jing in a spot to make a play here. Excellent shot here. Nothing I don't expect from this guy. He's actually just insane. When he's in these close range scenarios, he's very snappy. Forsaken lazily running forward, getting caught out. EDG F2. Alright, PRX at a position here where they're not investing all of their money, but some of it. Could be making some sort of play with the res this round. Might not want to just because they have the KO wall online. Looks like a little B main control is going to come in here with an A line setup. So we're going to see Devi throw a slow, with the smoke being used for the A line. He's going to be out in the open, and as you can see here on the death timing, Mind Freak is going to be nowhere to be found. So miscommunication there on that part. This is going to be a green light for EDG. They're going to want to speed up this market split where it looked like Kong was in a position to kind of like misdirect or make a lot of noise and be main while they kind of like snuck up with this Cypher camera here. So perfect moment for them so far. Sitting, waiting, jiggling, taking their time. Nullification is going to be popped here. Mind Freak stuck. Hasn't moved from the position that he was found in. Look at the discipline from Kong, just sitting and waiting. He doesn't have to push and find him. Now, here we are in the 3v5. Okay, realistically, how are we going to win this, right? The bomb hasn't been planted, number one, so we're, operating around a 40-second window here to potentially, be able to close this out and win it if we're going to. And I don't think it's a bad try, right? They still have money, to be able to buy, not like full or perfect or anything like that, but if they want to go for it, by all means they can. Something's going off of his ult here. This is a situation for me where we want to slow it down, right? Maybe one person can break the door while the other two go spawn or the other two flank. Anything like that could be good. Just not rushing it, right? I want to see them take their time and just wait a second for the situation to develop, right? Maybe we get some info on a spawn push. Maybe someone goes for a lazy early rewrap. Whatever it might be, just don't push them right now because they're primed for you to do that. They're ready. They're waiting for you to try to like flood and use your utility. So, just breaking the door there, going in by yourself with no flash. Teammates checking the flank with the entire breach kit. This team has no direction whatsoever. I mean, they need FNS. It's that simple. Cut the content creator shit, get him in that jersey, and get him on the stage. Give him some direction, and bonus points. You're gonna have someone who can actually play Sentinel. You know what I mean? You're missing link on this team.
There's no way. This is. Oh my! Damon up close. There's no saving him. So what? No bullets landing, and now defended. Simon Very unfair. They're just chewed to pieces.
Hey, Mindfreak, don't slip up there.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen
Look
this
down
before.
and take your
They're used
time,
to it, but
before you're
it's
gonna take a peek.
there's an op in the hand.
You don't want to fall off that. All right, stop looking up.
Smoky.
All right.
Adjustment just
All right, fresh half here, 6-6. Not bad for EDG, not bad for PERIPHERALS. Even draw here. Main thing you're going to see with the Sage on this map is just splits and opportunities to kind of make plays with that. Your kind of market wall, using walls top mid if you want, reinforcing the A bomb site using kind of like plant walls if you feel like it. You could also do a couple plant walls on B if you come from B main, whatever it is. At the end of the day, your combo there with the wingman and the wall is going to be very good. So it looks like they have a protocol where if the enemy team takes A control, they just instantly go for a market split, one of the options that they drew up, and they're going to execute here. So nobody's going to see that. Smoke's going to come through to stop anybody from running towards market. They're going to have to run through spawn. Flash is going to go out with no one to follow up with. Wall is going to form. Okay, wingman is in play here, right? It's going to be, I think, a triple, maybe a quadruple suppress in this position. This is a very good sight smoke. What it does is it forces the attackers to kind of come up the stairs here, and if they are going to get in this, there's not really a lot of playmaking you can do. So what are you going to do if you're PRX, right? Are you going to wait for the suppression, use your dizzy and use your wingman on timing to push into backside and get kills? Okay, we do have a drill online. We can use it in the corner if we want. We can use it in a spot to take something away. What do we really want to do here? Let's just talk about it before we make a decision. So very hectic now. Jing solo in the smoke, peeking before any utility is thrown. Okay, flood utility is going to come in here. Okay, and again, just take a look at what's going on the map. So there's a clear line drawn by the defenders, reinforced by that wall. You can't get up the stairs because there's 3 people here. You can't come through the smoke because there's 3 people here. Blind is there on good timing. Something is planning the bomb. Okay, I respect that. He, for whatever reason, wanted to plant the bomb this round instead of using his wingman and just waiting a second or two for it to not be suppressed. I see 48 seconds on the clock. I don't think you need to plant right now, but that's why I'm analyzing the video or the VOD, and I'm not in the server. I guess not good enough. Great utility here from EDG, one by one by one. Something doing his best to bring this back here. Divide early wrap. Something really trying to clean it up. 2v2 now. Still no bomb tap. Divide, for whatever reason, is just running at them. Something unable to close. Flex diff pissed around in the way of EDG. And this is just disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised here. This is just disgusting. Okay. 4 scaling coming in there. Nobody making a play because it's on a bonus. Something in a spot where he wants to wingman and push. Devi is going to do the unthinkable, and Artis, he's just going to wall them off. So we have a double agent. Flooding's coming in. Counter utility. Bonus is 1. Are they even trying? I mean, convince me. Check this team dynamic out here. So Kongkong's going to go through there, looking to frag out that utility. Counter util from PX is going to be thrown with a trade from something, and the gun is going to be on the ground here. So this is reminds me of ranked a little bit, where since a gun is down, we literally have to get it, and only the guy who got the kill is allowed to use it. Obviously don't toss it away to Forsaken or Mindfreak who have light armor. Obviously, you know what I mean. You have to keep it yourself, you know what I mean? I completely understand. 40 HP, might as well keep it. Don't even offer to pass it away. Instead of doing that, what we're going to do is we're just going to sit here and wait 30 seconds for a heal, okay? So we're going to heal him up, and then he's going to be able to play still without armor. So we can fast forward to when that pops up here. And now, before the heal even happens, they haven't accomplished anything, they haven't done anything anywhere. Something is peeking into the up-down setup, and the gun is lost. So now it's not being used. The 2 light armor players are coming over, trying to pick it up. Divide, peeking, dying, and the round is over. They didn't even have a chance to use it, which is just hilarious, man. So if I ask you the question here, what does EDG do on defense, okay? Since you've been watching this video, you know that they flood. They run out spawn, they run out market with oppressive utility, and they try to stop PRX from getting set up and playing their set post plants. So knowing that as, whatever rank you are, maybe you're gold, maybe you're immortal, right? You have a brain. That is the important part. That's what we're going to talk about here. Why would we use a wall like this? Okay, so now we've lost, if we're looking at the mini map here, now we've lost this part of the bomb site, okay? So we're going to highlight the parts that we can no longer use with our utility, okay? Now there's a slow on the ground here, okay? So we've also lost control of anything like this. All right, got it. So against this comp with a Sova ult, we're just gonna sit here. This is the little lane that we've made for ourselves. It's not much, but it's our home. This is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna sit right here, and it's gonna go right. Right. That's probably what will happen. Right. They probably won't instantaneously lose because they've trapped themselves in a corner. Right. Probably. Probably. Hunter's Fury coming in here, looking to get a tag. Only good for one. Forsaken, early wrapping and dying, no discipline, tendency abuse. Look at that kill feed. That's the story of the game right there. Togetherness, punishing PRX, and the only way that they can get kills here is just with, some sort of utility catching somebody off. A mosh pit, a drill, a Roomba, a nade, a rocket. They're not actually going to be able to convert anything proper. Something left in a 1v4, confused, dazed, naked, and afraid. Incredible shot there onto Smoggy. Drop to 30 HP here. Dizzy's going to come through. There's too many people online to hold. Thrash online, no time to use it. EDG are up to 11. If this was the dagger, if this was 12, I mean, I wish I could have seen the cam on Alex and see what his reaction would be. So obviously in the 5v2 here, EDG are actually planning to save, but PaperX are just pushing them. Look at PaperX's money. I mean, 100, excuse me, that's HP. We can't actually, 300, 400, 400, 500, 400. Dude, you're down 7 to 11. Every single gun that you maintain and continue forward is a absolute positive. You need to rebuild your economy if you're going to make a comeback in this game. And I'm just going to say it now. I don't really care who it pisses us off. How is this team at this level? I mean, how on earth are you at this level? This undisciplined, no direction whatsoever, no sort of leadership or anything at all. It literally looks like if Alex had 4 timeouts in a game, he still couldn't corral these guys into doing what they should be doing. It is horrifying how bad it is. Okay, 3 guns down now. Devi's like, oh shit, we might lose. Has to look at the bomb now instead of the flank that he was watching. Kongo's going to find him, kill him, pop the ult, and go for the bomb here. Smoke's going to drop on. Who is your lifeline in this situation? The one person on this team who just shows promise and potential. Mind Freak. Just your actual controller goat. Always there, trying to be disciplined. I always see him trying to play the game the right way. Never in a position to succeed, trying to manage these guys running around the map. A very interesting composition battle here. The first thing that I'd like to point out is Mr. Forsaken picking up the Sentinel role. I mean, congratulations, number 1. Number 2, I can't believe that we get to see them play a Sentinel on Lotus. Surely it will go right. You know what I mean? Surely some way they'll find out how to play this map using a Sentinel. What I don't get is how this is happening at Champs. How can you possibly, as a coach, staff, players, how can you possibly have faith in something that is so inconsistent and terrible? The double controller, double duelist. The double duelist, no sentinel. All season long they've been running this crap. And now, with your back against the wall, with 3 days of practice, now you're going to bring it out. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Are you fucking kidding me right now? What a fucking shame. They should all be apologizing to the fans and the entire fan base for putting on a show like this. Full retake setup coming out here from Forsaken. Something you're going to commonly see with the Cypher is the leverage with the tripwires and the camera, putting themselves in a position where they don't have to sit there and babysit their setup. So a refight's going to come out here from PRX. This is a really good call. Even though they don't have a nade, they're going to use a flash and a paranoia. No scans here, a little bit of confusion. Devi's going to use his wolf to confirm. Kong's going to go for a kill. Do you see what he does there? Do you see how he gets a kill and then he backs up? If anybody on PRX is watching, start doing that. bind that S key to back up your character model where you don't continue going forward no matter what in every situation possible. Hey, and maybe you're going to get more than 4 rounds on Lotus here. So something with one, Kong trading back here. They don't really have a reason to slow down here. Device stuck in a corner with utility. Okay, almost a flawless round there for EDG, and they're going to start blowing them out of the water on this map, Lotus. I don't necessarily think this is an anti-strat. I think this is just a set play that's going to fail miserably. A Haunt is going to be comboed here with a flash. It's not going to get broken. It's going to get a big reveal onto Paper X, and it's just going to make it seem like it's a ranked game. No one's communicating. Everybody's just running around doing whatever they feel like doing. And Jing's going to be in a position where he's just set up to fail. Mind Freak something, unable to break the Haunt. Jing walking out, revealed now. I mean, doesn't he have his gun out? Just not even remotely close to being ready to make this play. I just don't understand what's supposed to happen here and how it's supposed to work. Okay, they used the paranoia to stop the run out initially. No space was taken with it. They opened the door, Devise in a wolf, looking to bite somebody here or like make the fight happen. I can't really tell. So Jing's gonna fall. Smoke's gonna drop. Something's gonna try to dash away and bait for Mind Freak there, so I actually respect him trying to make a play around some sort of team idea. Okay, we're trending in the right direction now, but unfortunately, we're now in the 3v5 against a bonus. A round where we didn't even really need to do anything. We just do a 4-person set play at A, and we just get punished for it. Mind Freak looking to punish, only good for 1. Divide trying to equalize here in the 2v4. He's good for 1, trying to back up. Look at the patience here from EDG, waiting for the Prowler, peeking together. Gonna knock them both down. And the bonus has been won. Here we go. Alright, I'd go as far as to say the game's on the line right here. Okay, you're bot down to pretty much 0. No one's able to really save for this op properly. We do have the op. Something has notoriously opted the weak side on this map. He's never actually a part of the pack when they're doing anything. It's an extremely obvious tendency to abuse if you're anyone who plays up against this team. Okay, in this setting where they're going to be able to snowball and to be here, let's see and watch how a double duelist composition with an operator is going to be able to retake this part of the map. Okay, not even something as simple as a trip or a camera being placed here. It's all on the bomb site where somebody's opping. So it looks like the idea here is that something can go for a kill on A and then you move away his op to B or C, whatever he wants to do, but the timing wasn't there for him. So I'll cut him a little slack here. Take a look at Devi. What do you notice about him right now? His kit maybe? Seekers, 2 birds, a wolf, and a heal. I mean, damn, that is good. I mean, that is good for the retake. That is good for mid-round situations. That is good for literally everything. You know what I mean? So that's more of a position where you probably don't want to, do something stupid, like, put yourself in a position where you get isolated and spam through a smoke. But hey, I'm just making videos about the game. I'm not actually there. So what the fuck do I know? You know what I mean? So Scaling's gonna come in here. Uh-oh, what's this? Uh-oh, is that a... Oh, Defy, what are you doing there? That's not really smart, is it? No one's really in position to be able to retake here. Your C players are just now getting over there, and something is in La La Land looking for a lurker. Oh, you're dead. Okay, so... Well, the game's over. We gave it a good shot.
Yeah, I mean, spam down.
Nate is going to go here to stall the plant, but we're also paranoying. Something is still not here. No one is going out or making a play off this, so there's our only actual option of getting back into this round and winning it. Just gone like that. I mean, this is more of a magic show or kind of like a comedy set than anything. I mean, if I got to watch this match live at 5 a.m. whatever time it would have been for me, I would have been pissing my pants laughing. I mean, this is hilarious. So now they have nothing left. Look how confused he is. He's like, "Where's the? Is somebody out heaven? Oh no. Okay. I'm just gonna plant, guys. Can you just hold? Tapping, waiting, seeing for them to just freak out. So what's cool about what Forsaken's doing now is something just sat here the entire round with his op holding this. So now when they're in a position where something's finally here and they can retake. Forsaken's gonna leave and go do what something was just doing. So he's now checking the flank. And it's just incredible. I mean, it really is. He's just gonna sit here and go explore. They do a little swap here. Something looking for a kill has to bring his own dart because his teammate left. Jing has now gone and rotated to heaven. And
What?
it's just gonna be a
A
save here.
quarter make it.
You
Looks
know,
like this is going for a
it's
save.
just they're just gonna have to save. There's no way of getting back into
Dude.
this. Unfortunately, I had to turn off Lotus. I'm not willing to cover anymore because of how sick I was feeling. I was just nauseous having to sit there and watch that. Sorry. But at the end of the day, we've talked about this before with this team in terms of inconsistency. I can sit there and watch something Forsaken, Mindfreak, Devi, Engine, all of them. I can watch them all make crazy plays. They're all insane at the way that they shoot. But I mean, they have no direction. They are not organized. They have no depth. It is totally random, and it is so weird to just see like just how they play this game and how on God's earth it could ever work and they can even be in a position like this. I talked about it last time. I don't think that this team is going to stay together. It just doesn't make sense anymore. I don't know who is going to leave, if anybody, but at the end of the day, I do think that they need to make a decision. Are they going to keep a core? Are they going to -1 and bring someone in? It depends on what the org's goal is. If they just want to keep growing fans and selling merch, by all means, keep having this team and keep them running around, accomplishing nothing. Do you want to win a championship? Unfortunately, you're going to need to make a change here and really just make a good decision going forward for the longevity of the team. Now, EDG here, really impressive performance from Smoggy. This guy, again, just extremely underrated. This guy, he performs. He is not here to mess around. Take a look at the first kill department. I mean, not even remotely close to being able to win a game. 2 and 12 on Jing, 7 and 9 on something, 2 and 8 on Forsaken. You want to see this as well? Check this out. Sunset Breach. 0 assist. What were you doing? How'd you have 0 assists? I mean, surely that's not possible, right? You know what I mean? Yep, that's possible. 5 first deaths and 0 assists. I mean, holy stink bomb. And then Lotus, just everything went wrong that could have went wrong. 3 first kills in 17 rounds. It wasn't even close. This team is dead in the water. Either get FNS to come play or again, keep selling jerseys. It's totally up to you. I know I'm being a little brutal here, but at the end of the day, I just personally feel not offended by any means, but just taken aback that this is even possible. I mean, this team was rated the best in the world at multiple points in time. Top APAC team, just the actual just dominator of APAC for years. And, through all metas they've survived. They've always done it. But now, I mean, the crashing and burning is crazy to just be able to sit here and witness. But at the end of the day, EDG, very underrated team. I think they're going to be able to make a potential run here in terms of playoffs. If you guys didn't see my pick'ems, I uploaded a video on it. Not really too crazy in depth. Just wanted to kind of do like a brief overview of what I thought and what I was thinking. But that's all we got for this match breakdown today. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you so very much. The sport, again, has been unreal. I appreciate you all. Going to be covering all of playoffs here, so make sure you are tuned in for that. These matches are going to be insane, and I'm really excited to see, how this is going to play out and what it's going to look like in the next 2 weeks. Follow along with all the socials down below. Make sure you're with me on Twitch where I stream. And if you want to get better at the game, join my Discord. Check out the options I have for coaching. Other than that, I'm out of here. T-Dog out. Deuces.